Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Legends of Wildemount. Legends of Wildemount. Some announcements before we begin. We're still raising money for Color of Change because white supremacists fucking suck. That's it. And if you're a white supremacist and you watch my content, I don't give a fuck. Bye. Go away. And also, if you can donate. The link will be put through chat every once in a while. So, last we left off, you all ventured into the Lowerdark to discover more about the Children of Malice's plans and plot to blow up the Lucid Bastion in Rosanna. And upon entering the doorway you were told about, you found yourselves teleported into the Lowerdark, exactly 10 miles beneath the surface. Well, 10 miles or more. And you all followed this trail of footprints of what looked like were shackled captives after finding a note by said captive mentioning the only way back through this doorway is a lodestone. So, you started hunting for a lodestone. Came across a campsite where the Children of Malice and captives most likely had set up camp and were attacked by strange creatures, rubbery aberrant creatures who were pulling themselves free from this large mushroom-like tree. You fought the strange aberrant creatures. They walloped one of you. I believe it was Talindra. And you all looked around the camp, following one footprint trail. It looked like a captive had run off, and something lurking in a stream nearby most likely was the culprit of ending that Drow's footprint trail. Just a pair of glowing yellow eyes in the water. Deciding to not investigate whatever that was to look for a lodestone, you followed the other set of footprints, passing a cave that smelled of death, where gurgling noises were coming from, entering a big fungal forest, and discerning something weird about the trees, gravel threw a pebble at one of the trees, causing it to uproot itself and lumber forward looking for its assailant, gravel successfully hiding and not getting squashed into paste, and all of you learning that maybe we shouldn't piss these trees off, as they had been awakened. You proceeded through the forest, eventually coming to a dock with a boat and a little bit of oil left in a lantern. I believe you lit the oil lantern or took the oil lantern. It doesn't really matter though. And had a long rest. Enak left Umbra behind at the dock and took the boat upstream. And after heading upstream, found yourselves heading towards a large fortress nestled on a cliff face. With your Children of Malice disguises on, you entered the fortress after being called over by some guards to take over your shift to essentially berate and make sure these enslaved miners were mining these powerful, potent crystals you all were dealing with currently. Then Talindra realized someone knew they were here, and her cousin Zyn sent her a message saying, "Please come to my office, we have much to speak of." You all were let into the fortress, Enak rescuing a child who was still able to talk, while the others appeared to have had their tongues removed. Hid the child, and moved your way through the fort towards Zyn's quarters. After entering the quarters, there was a brief discussion with Zyn, mentioning his plans, essentially, and asking Talindra to join him with some deception and whatnot going on. Talindra lied about agreeing with his plans, and with that in check, he spoke to the skull in his hand, and you all felt a rumble a few seconds later. After which, Gravel tried casting a spell on Zyn, who quickly counterspelled it, and before Talindra could get hold person out, Zyn realized you were here to combat him, so everybody please roll initiative. In this, and I'll re-describe the room so everybody knows what's up. It's 40 by 40, 30 feet tall, and it is packed with furniture. Large wooden desk in the middle of the room. Behind the desk is a large mirror with spiders carved into it. Behind the chair is behind the desk is a large high-backed purple chair. It looks like a spider. The walls are covered in assortment skulls of various humanoids and creatures. A large four-poster bed takes up 25 feet on the eastern side of the room, so not much room on the eastern side of the room. And a large chest sits at the foot of the bed. No windows. The door has been barred from the inside. And as we roll initiative, you guys can hear the guards banging on the door, preparing to break it down. So, let us get everyone... All right, yeah. Talindra, what'd you get for initiative?
I got 13.
13. Enak.
What's a...
I got 11.
Okay. Lindak.
4.
Gravel.
Dirty 20.
Ooh.
All right. You're not first.
Justin, just for
Yep.
a point of order, Enoch did take the antitoxin
Yeah, I remember.
pretty much before walking in. Okay.
Yeah, I remember. It lasts for
Also-
an hour, I believe, so.
Yeah,
Also,
yeah.
another
just-
point. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You're good.
Also, another point of order. This guy spent the whole entire conversation pretty much telling us that he was going to turn us into the myriad.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so like,
Or kill us.
yeah, we were essentially gonna have to fight him regardless.
Revealing that, yeah, he was the one who hired Vox and everything. Anyways, one of the Drow outside goes first because there are 8 guards outside the door, and
Gee,
there is a commotion going on. So,
8?
yep, there were 4 Drow. Or hold on, 6 Drow and 4 bugbears. So, now we're standing right next to the door. So the Drow are just going to spend their turns because the door is locked, attacking the door to break it down. So that hits the door. Okay, I need a piece of paper to track the door health. Okay. So you see like a short sword kind of like hack through the door a little bit, not a lot, but 6 hit points worth of damage to the door. Sorry, math, not my best. Okay. Cool. That brings us to another Drow who's going to attack the door. So these short swords just slashing into the wood. That hits for 3 plus 2, 5 damage. All right, Gravel, you're up.
What's how big was the room again?
It's 40 feet by 40 feet, 30 feet tall, but technically the eastern side of the room is taken up. The bed on the eastern side of the room, the 4-poster bed, is taking up 25 feet of the eastern side of the room. So this room is basically very cramped. Yeah, you guys are fighting in an office, so
That's a huge bed.
yeah. 4-poster, 20. It takes up 25 square feet. Yeah.
25 square feet. Oh, that's... Okay, that's
So basically, for like sanity's sake, the entire eastern side of the room is basically taken up by furniture.
Okay.
So the room is more like
Awesome.
20 feet.
If
by
it's a
30.
bed, can I just stand on it?
You can certainly try.
Oh.
Yeah, you can get on the bed. The curtains are currently closed.
Oh, okay. Someone blocked the door.
Yeah, I get it.
It is currently Zyn did lock it with magic, so the latch is currently. That's why they're trying to break it down.
Yeah. And
he's just standing behind his desk, smug.
how far am I from the door currently?
You guys just walked into the room, so 5 feet.
Okay. Am I right in front of it, or like the 5-foot square to the side of it?
Whatever you want.
Okay. Yeah. Hopefully, I wouldn't be right in front of the door. So, preferably to the side. And yeah, yeah. I'll just do a. I'm not gonna move. Oh shit! No, yeah, I am gonna move. Damn it. Okay. I was trying to decide whether I should do one thing or another, but it'd be really bad if I. Okay. I'm going to move to the on top of the bed.
Okay. So 20 feet to get to the bed.
Okay.
Or it'd be more like 10 feet to get to the bed, actually.
Okay. And while I'm doing that, I would like to do insightful fighting on that guy.
All right. That's your insight versus his deception.
Yeah, I imagine his deception's pretty crazy.
Rolled 3 plus a bunch, so it's only 4.
Ooh, 14.
Yeah, so you have advantage against him.
Oh, I don't have advantage. I just get sneak attack. Whether I have advantage or not.
Cool.
Okay, so with that out of the way, I'm going to just do a regular attack on them.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. And that is a 17 to hit.
17. 17 does hit. Yeah, he's just standing smug, and the arrow kind of hits him in the shoulder.
Son of a bitch. All right, here we go. Roll damage. Ooh, 10, 14 plus. Ooh, 14 plus 5, 9, 18 plus 4. Ooh, 23.
Nice.
23 piercing damage.
He just looks at you and just smiles even wider. And yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just kind of use the rest of my 5 feet of movement, or no, I have a significant amount of movement left to just kind of move back behind the curtains.
Okay.
You said the 4-poster bed, right?
Yeah.
That there were like curtains or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
So, yeah.
That brings us to one of the bugbear guards who's going to attack the door with its big old morning star. For an 18 plus 4 to hit. 10 plus 2, 12 damage to the door, so a big chunk of the door just gets broken inwards. What'd I say? 12. Man, that door is looking like shit. Alright, that's its turn. Yeah, I'll say there's a sizable enough hole for a little crossbow bolt to get shot through, but everybody that's trying to get shot through this hole has like quarter cover, so, and it can only see the people in front of the door, which is Enak and Lindak and Talindra. So Drow's gonna kind of sneak its crossbow up to the hole in the door, and since you all got and you're all within 5 feet essentially, so it is disadvantage anyway. Disadvantage and quarter cover. It's gonna try to shoot Talindra. Nope. Just gets stuck in the wood. The other Drow's gonna try to hack the door down and not shoot a crossbow bolt through it. That doesn't. It kind of hits the door, but doesn't do any damage. Talindra, it's your turn.
Okay, so last time I did say I was like sort of holding a hold person, and I said I was going to do that. Am I stuck with that? Is that?
You can do that. You can do something else if you want, because combat started before. Yeah, so whatever you want to do.
And how is this door looking?
27 hit points out of 50.
Okay, so it's about halfway done.
Halfway done, yeah. And there's there's 8 guards outside that are just battering this door down to get inside.
And Zyn hasn't had a turn, right?
Nope, he has not. He rolled real bad for initiative.
Okay. I am going to Sorry, I'm just checking if this is a action or a bonus action. Sorry, it's confusing because I'm looking at Mantle of Majesty. I'm trying to figure out.
It's a bonus action.
Is it a bonus action to cast it or just
To use it? It's a bonus action.
But doesn't it take a full action to?
As a bonus action, you cast command without expending a spell slot.
For 1 minute. Oh, okay.
For 1 minute, and yeah.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, you can see Bard. Yeah. And then as a bonus action, Mantle of Majesty. So.
Okay, so that's a bonus action. Okay.
But I believe command, you technically are charming somebody. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
Because he is also a drow like you, you do know he has advantage on resisting that.
Yeah, I wasn't really worried about him so much as the guards.
Okay.
But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do a Mantle of Inspiration first.
Okay.
So let everyone move.
Since Gravel's behind the curtains, you can't see them.
Oh.
So you can only do it to your Lindak, Enak, and yourself. You can't see Gravel.
All right.
Okay. I think I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that. So everyone gets everyone except for Gravel gets the 8 hit points.
Correct. The 8 temporary hit points.
Mm-hmm.
And you can use up to your move. You can use your reaction to move.
I'm going to, I think, move probably. I think I kind of want to follow sort of in the direction that Gravel went to and hide behind one of those.
Okay, curtains. So up on the bed and where the curtains are. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can't see out of the curtains because again it's a bed.
Oh right, but I need. Yeah. Okay, I won't do that. Can I get to a place?
Like it does. It's not gonna cost you. It's not gonna cost an action or anything to peek out of the curtains and do something. Just when you're behind the curtains hiding, you can't see out of the curtains.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do that then. I'll do that.
Yeah, because these curtains are meant to like keep light out if sleeping. So.
Yeah, and I guess should I let other people move?
Yep. So where's Enak and Lindak going? Up on this dickhead, or?
Yeah, I'm going. Enok's rushing behind him.
Okay, so you like around the desk.
Yeah.
You get behind him, between him and the mirror.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Lindak is just gonna step to the side.
He's still smiling. He's loving this. And Lindak, you're staying by the door?
I'm staying by the door. If I came out like through the door, I will step to the side where the door opens.
Okay.
So that if they start coming through, they're gonna bash it down, but whatever.
Sure. Again, only one can come through the door at a time. So, anyways, anything else, Talindra? Action?
Yeah, I realized I didn't do an action, so I guess I will try that hold person.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
He's gonna counterspell it.
Okay, yeah, I kind of figured he probably
combat.
something.
Technically, it's an entirely new combat encounter. It's been more than 6 seconds. He gets his reaction, so he does counterspell.
Okay, that was I should have seen that coming. Okay.
Yep.
All right. I think that's pretty much all I can do.
Okay.
It's okay. He's wasted spells.
Yeah, 6 seconds to cast blindness. So yeah. Anyways, one of the other bugbears attacking the door. Does that hit? That just hits the door. 4, 13 piercing damage to the door. So the door goes from 27 down to 14. The door's looking like shit. Oh man. Enak, it's your turn, buddy. You're right behind Zyn, and he's just smug. A smug little prick.
That door has more hit points than any of us, though. So like,
Right.
That's not a good sign either.
Yeah, there's 8 guards total.
Okay.
Plus all the guards in the fort. So, how you doing, buddy? You're right behind him.
He is. Oh man, he's gonna go with Old Faithful. He's gonna pull out the Morning Star, and he's gonna bring it around.
Okay.
To.
Yeah. Make an attack.
Him.
Make an attack.
Oh fuck. Okay, natural 19 plus 6 is a 25.
Oh, that hits. Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Let's throw a superiority die in here.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. Let's do a let's do a trip attack. So he
Sure.
needs to make a strength saving throw of
Okay.
14
Okay.
or be knocked prone.
That is a 12. So he's knocked on his ass.
Okay, so that's okay. Morningstar is 1d8 plus my superiority die, so that's 10 plus 3 is 13 piercing.
Okay. Yeah, you hit him hard in like the back of the head, and it causes him to drop down on it. He like hits his forehead off the desk and drops to the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna action surge,
Yeah.
and
go
as
for it.
he's on the ground, he's gonna bring the Morningstar down
with
with
advantage.
advantage. Okay, that's good. 15 plus
Hits.
6 is 21.
Yeah, 21 hits.
Fuck.
Yeah, he's on the ground on his stomach. You just action search to hit him again.
Oh fuck. Okay. I'm going to do, because I hit him again, I'm going to use another superiority die to do my distracting strike. So now that I hit him,
Mm-hmm.
the next person gets advantage on the attack against him.
Cool. All right. Is that your turn?
That's damage
Oh, right.
is
Yep.
14 piercing.
Nice. Anything else? That's it?
That is it.
Okay. Another one of the Drow outside is going to try attacking the door. Hits for 7 damage. Ooh, door's got 7 HP left. And after that, the Drow in that grouping gets to go, so it's going. And that Drow steps out of the way so that the other Drow can get in to attack the door. Hits. The door is broken. No more door. Just door's broken. Falls into pieces. That Drow uses its movement to step out of the way. Bugbear comes running into the room, sees Lindak right there, and does a swing on Lindak for a dirty 20 to hit.
That hits.
So this Bugbear comes running into the room in these robes, just swings the Morningstar at your face. You take 11 plus 2, 13 piercing damage. And yeah, it's going to end its turn right there in front of you. Essentially blocking the doorway off so all the other people have to use half movement to get into the room. That brings us to Zyn, who uses half movement to stand up. Bleeding a bit, he just smiles and goes, "Remember, kill these 3. I want Talindra alive. I need their bodies for experiments." And he's going to cast... he raises his hand, he pulls that skull out, raises the skull up in the air, and you all see a twisting pattern of colors that weave through the air in a 30-foot cube. And he's going to position it so it gets everybody. And I need everyone to make wisdom saves. As he casts hypnotic pattern. Talindra, never mind. You have advantage.
Is this a charm?
Yep, you have advantage.
Ooh.
Okay.
I also have advantage.
Do you?
Yeah. Because deep gnome. Advantage on wisdom saves against magic.
Correct.
You said it was wisdom, yeah?
Correct.
Yes. Saved my ass.
So, Enoch, what'd you get?
14.
14. That succeeds. Wait. Yeah, succeeds. Weird. I fucked up his spell DC and made it the wrong number. Oh well. It's my bad. Lindak, what'd you get?
19.
Succeeds. Gravel.
20.
Succeeds. Talindra.
8.
8. You are charmed for 1 minute, and while charmed, you are incapacitated with a speed of 0. So you're charmed and incapacitated.
Do I make a save every turn?
Nope. If you take damage or
Okay.
if someone uses their action to shake you.
So I'm just kind of like completely phased out, not
Yep.
able to do anything.
And then as a bonus action, he's going to use Battle Command and tell that Bugbear to attack Lindak again. Just say, attack him again, which the Bugbear is going to do. That is 22 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 12 piercing damage.
All right.
All right. Yeah, he has movement to stand up. He's going to turn just to face Enak and smile, kind of like blood trickling down the back of his neck where you cracked him with your Morning Star. Bringing us to another bugbear. Half movement to get into the room. Doesn't have enough movement to get to the desk where Enak is, so it's going to position up where Lindak is and take a swing at Lindak.
Oh, so these guys are able to actually get into the room?
Yeah, it's half movement to get through creature space.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
Nope. So 19 to hit.
Yep.
All right. 9 piercing damage.
Alrighty.
That brings us to you, Lindak. 2 bugbears flanking you, essentially. Well, one's beside you, one's in front of you.
Well, Lindak's pretty hurt. He's, just been hit 3 times. So now he's also pissed off. So he is going to attack with his long sword once. That's a 9 to hit.
That misses.
He's hurt. I told you. He's hurt.
it just sidesteps real quick.
So, all right, he's going to try again.
Okay.
And that's a 22 to hit. The first bugbear that came through the door.
This is the one directly in front of you. Okay.
Yeah. And seven to hit, 7 points damage. Right. And then bonus action.
Yep.
Manifest Echo. Can he is 15? Okay, whatever. He's going to manifest his Echo 15 feet away and have it move to behind Zyn by.
Okay. So to get behind, behind Zyn, it would have to be like standing up on the desk. Because there's not enough space. So your Echo can just be on the desk. It's fine. Just.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
On the desk. Okay.
Sure. And Zyn's just like, oh, I've seen these tactics before. So.
Okay. That's it.
Okay. Back to the top. These two Drow isn't going to come in the room. It's going to aim its crossbow at Enak. And shoot Enak through the doorway. Yeah. Nope. Just thunk into the wall. This Drow's going to use half movement to enter the room. And just sort of shoot a crossbow bolt at Enak. For a 16 to hit. You see the bolt coming, so you just...
Oh, are these guys just like walking past me?
No, they're
the space where their other guy is.
No, they're using half movement to get into the room, so technically they're still within your reach, diagonally. Gravel.
4 of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
getting surrounded.
I'm gonna use my action to wake up Talindra.
Okay.
Hey, we need you. There's a lot of guys here.
So let me just see if you're still charmed. So I think it's just incapacitated. You remove. Let me check. Okay, cool. Yep. No, she's fine. She's not charmed or incapacitated anymore.
Do I just immediately? I don't have to roll.
No, you're snapped out of it.
Thank you.
Did consume my action.
Yep.
And then looking around at Zyn, do I get the idea that that skull is like his spell casting focus?
Give me an Arcana check.
Okay. $13.
You have no idea.
Okay. Does there... Is there anything in the room that looks interesting and could be useful? You mentioned a few things last week, but I can't remember.
There's the mirror, there's a chest at the foot of the bed. And there's skulls all over the walls of just different creatures. So yeah, this is the mirror behind Enak, the desk, chest in front of the bed, or at the foot of the bed. Chandelier on the ceiling.
What's the chandelier above? The desk?
Center of the room. So where Lindak and two of these drow and two bugbears are.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. One drow, because the one drow that had his turn stayed in the hallway to shoot a crossbow. So one drow's in the room and the two bugbears are in the room, and Lindak where that chandelier would drop if it was hit.
I'd like to use my feature Eye for Detail.
Okay.
And try to scan the room for actually, could I use it to check the chest?
Yeah, make me a perception check. I'd like to see if it's to determine what.
Oh, shit. I guess I'd need to... Actually, fuck, never mind. It's probably locked or something. I don't know.
It's most likely locked.
Yeah, so instead of that, I'll just look around.
Okay.
I guess look around the room. That's
okay.
all. But... Shit. Damn it. I'm gonna use my movement to put myself between the new people in the room and Talindra. I just want to make sure, like, if I can still be like kind of sort of hidden, but still be between Talindra and them. I'd like to do that.
Yeah, you can do that. You can still stay on the bed and do that.
And that's my turn.
Okay. And you use your bonus action to do perception or no?
I mean, you pretty much told me everything that was going on here anyway, so.
All right. It'll bring us to another bugbear in the hallway. It's just going to throw a javelin from outside the room at Enak. Or at the Echo. Because it sees this thing appear on the table and says, "What's that?" Javelin. 19 to hit.
That hits.
So the javelin hits the Echo and sails over Zyn and Enok's heads and just embeds in the wall above Enok's head.
Ooh.
Okay. Drow in the hallways. The other drow in the hallways position itself. Let's see here. No, that's dumb. It also is going to peek in and shoot a crossbow bolt. Because they can't really get into the room now because of where everyone else is positioned in the room, in front of the door. So shoot a crossbow at Enak, misses. And the other drow out in the hallway is going to blow on its horn. As an action.
Fine.
Talindra, it's your turn.
Okay, as a bonus action, then I'm going to cast Mantle of Majesty.
Okay.
I don't think I can actually make a command, though, until my next turn.
Correct. As an action, correct.
Is it an action to make a command?
Let me just read it real quick, because I got it pulled up right here, because that's what I do now. I have everyone's character sheets pulled up, so I can read what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, I thought it was a bonus action.
I'm checking.
Yeah.
Mantle of Majesty. I didn't see it.
Yeah. Right,
there we go. Once per rest is a bonus action, you can cast command without spending still up for 1 minute until your concentration ends. Yeah, so for 1 minute, you can cast command as a bonus action on each of your turns. So as a bonus, once per long rest is a bonus action, you cast command. So
okay.
Yeah, you can, as a bonus action on each of your turns for a minute, you can cast command.
It's worded kind of awkwardly. Is this something that's like lasts a long period of time and I can just do the commands, or is this something?
Command only lasts for 1 turn, one round anyway. So you can pretty much try.
Yeah, that's what I'm ruling. I'm ruling it that for a minute you can cast command as a bonus action as much as you want. Once
Okay.
per turn.
Okay.
Yep.
It doesn't have to be on I imagine it has to be one specific person
Yeah.
that I cast it on. Okay.
You got to
Could be
command as well. now.
anyone, it looks like.
You could just throw your command at different targets each turn. You could
Yeah.
say for
Yeah,
within
yeah.
a minute,
Yeah.
up to 10
Okay.
creatures essentially, or
Okay.
the same
So
creature, whatever.
I peek my head out.
Okay.
How many people are in?
One drow and 2 bugbears.
One drow and 2
Bugbears are
and
surrounding Lindak, and the drow is also technically within Lindak's melee reach. So there's 3 creatures in here. The rest are in the hallway, and you can't really see them from this angle.
okay, and the hallway's pretty packed, right? Like no one can get through there right now.
Yeah, there's 6 creatures there's 5 creatures in the hallway.
Okay, I'll look to
And obviously you can see your cousin. If you peek
yeah, I
your head
don't
out from
think this is
behind
gonna work on him though.
if you peek your head out from behind the curtains.
I'm gonna so there's where are the 2 bugbears again? I'm sorry.
They're right up on Lindak,
Okay, I just look to whichever one is closest to me.
which would be the one
And-
facing Lindak.
Okay, that's fine. And I say drop. I think that's one of the
And that's a wisdom
commands.
save. Yep. It drops its weapon. Wisdom save. That's an 18. Flat 18. Succeeds.
Okay. All right. So I'm assuming it doesn't do anything then.
Correct.
And then for my action, I'm going to do counter charm, which works until the end of my next turn, I believe, and it gives everyone advantage on being frightened or charmed.
Yep. All right. Cool. Yes, you perform until the end of your next turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So if he tries to do one of
Just
those,
playing your violin until the end of your next turn.
yeah, just
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's your turn.
Yeah, I guess so.
This bugbear can't get in the room. He's gonna throw his javelin at Enak. Nope. Misses. Enak, it's your turn.
Okay. Fuck. Yeah. We're going at it again. Right on Zyn. He's looking right
Go
at
for
me.
it. Yeah, he is.
Okay. 19 to hit.
19. He's gonna parry, so he blocks it
Fuck.
with that scimitar made from that same purple crystal you've seen. And when you hit it, when he parries it, you hear like a woo.
Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. Fuck. Shit. Okay, as a bonus action, he's going to grab his holy symbol.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. Because he has to drop his weapon. He's not going to do that.
Oh, shit. The bugbear who threw the javelin. Never mind, I'm on the wrong turn. Never mind. Talking to myself. What are you doing?
That is it
Okay.
for me.
One of the drows that's in the hallway is going to attempt to shoot a crossbow, but it's got a bunch of people around it, so I'm going to say it has a disadvantage. It's going to try to shoot Enak. Nope. It actually hits one of its compatriots in the back of the head. Just. And, give me a perception check or insight, your choice, based on that, what you just saw.
It's like, oh, that's a natural 20. Wasted.
Okay.
So 25.
Cool. When the drow got hit in the back of the head by the crossbow bolt, didn't even scream in pain. No sound whatsoever. Just thunk, like it didn't even register it. The drow that's in the room, however, is gonna move towards the bed where it hears the music playing. Lindak, you do get an attack of opportunity on this drow because it's leaving your melee range.
24 to hit.
That hits. It turns around and it starts sprinting towards the bed with its short sword drawn.
7 damage.
Oof. You nearly take it down, but it gets to the bed, into the bed, and it's going to attack Gravel with its short sword.
Wait, what is?
Drow, it's hearing Talindra
okay.
playing, and so it's coming under the bed to attack you
All right.
for an 18 to hit.
That
Hits.
hits.
and you take 5 piercing damage as it just stabs into you. Okay. The bugbear in front of Lindak is going to attack. Lindak.
I'm gonna use uncanny dodge.
Okay, so
that.
you have it.
Just 2.
Okay. All right. The bugbear in front of you, Lindak, is going to swing its Morning Star for a 13 to hit. Just
Nope. Ooh, finally missed.
Okay. Brings us to Zyn, who is going to look at Enak and says, "Do you want to see what I can do, little boy?"
Yeah.
And he's going to make 3 melee attacks against you.
Cool.
That's a natural 1 on the first one.
Does
Fuck.
He
cut
lets it
own
hit his
foot off
chest.
or something?
Yeah, you feel okay. So when it does hit, you don't feel the slashing, but you feel a surge of like a spiking pain in your head. Second attack is a 25 to hit.
Yeah. That's gonna hit.
Okay, you take 10 slashing damage,
Okay.
and you feel that spike of pain in your head, and it hurts like it's a surge of pain, and you take 15 psychic damage.
Oh.
So 10 slashing. Is that what I said? 10 slashing and 15 psychic. That's third and final attack is a 13 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. He's going to do his bonus action battle command again and tell the bugbear in front of Lindak to swing again. Which it does. For a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that time it hits.
Okay. 14 piercing damage. And that'll bring us to the bugbear that's beside you, which is going to make a melee attack for a 14 to hit, which misses.
That misses.
Your turn, Lindak.
Lindak's gonna longsword twice.
Okay. The one you've hit. The one you've hit already,
eight.
or
18, the same one, the one right in front of me that
Okay.
came through the door first.
18 hits.
Got to get rid of at least one of these guys. So 18 to hit.
Yep. Hits.
13 damage.
13 damage. You slash into it, and you like open up its chest, like a deep wound in its chest, and it doesn't even react like it's being like in pain. It just stands there.
Again, 11 to hit.
11 misses.
Okay. Manifest Echo on the desk again.
Okay. Now your turn.
And that's my turn. I can't make any movement.
Okay.
So
That Drow's out of the way, so this Drow's going to use 10 feet of movement, 15 feet to get into the room, and it's going to shoot a crossbow at Enak.
Oh, question first.
Yep.
The damage that I did, does it look like I did damage?
Yeah,
and
it looks
he's
like you
just
did
not
damage.
feeling
Like
pain?
you cut open a huge wound in its chest and it's bleeding profusely. It just
He
looks
doesn't
like
look like he's feeling
it looks like the creature's just not feeling the pain. The crossbow against you, Enak, is a 21 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You take 8 piercing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Is this against poison?
Yes, so you have advantage because of antitoxin.
Constitution, natural 16 plus 6 is 22.
Succeeds. You shrug off the poison from the bolt in your shoulder.
You said, oh god, was it 10 piercing?
8.
8.
So you should be at 32.
32.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, the Drow can't get into the room anymore, so this Drow is going to hold its action for when Enak swings at Zyn. When you attack its master, it's going to hold its action to shoot a crossbow bolt. Bringing us to Gravel, there's a Drow standing on the bed now in front of you.
All right, how far away is Big Dickhead Boy?
He's behind the desk, 15 feet away.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action disengage.
Okay.
Move a little bit, and then take a shot on Zyn.
Go for it.
That is a 16 to hit.
16 just hits. You can't parry it because it's not a melee attack. And he's already parried.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. That's good. Okay. 20, 24 piercing damage.
He is now below triple digits.
The fuck?
Awesome.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So that was my bonus action and action.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use my movement to kind of get back into position
Okay.
between Tal and this other guy.
Sure. All right. Cool. That'll bring us to a bugbear in the hall, who is going to hold its action to throw a javelin at whoever attacks his master next, that he can see. So that'll be a drow shooting a crossbow bolt and a bugbear throwing a javelin. Is this the drow that's in the room? It is not. This drow is also going to hold its action to shoot a crossbow bolt. And the drow that got shot in the back of the head needs to make a con save, actually. Drops unconscious because it failed by 5 or more. So the drow that got shot in the back of the head just is unconscious. So we'll just say that one's out of commission to make my life easier. Talindra, it's your turn. There's a drow on the bed in front of Gravel.
Yeah. So Zyn's all the way on one side of the room, correct? And,
Yeah, he's 15.
everyone else is...
He's 15 feet away from you, behind his desk where Enak is standing. Lindak is still swarmed by 2 bugbears and a drow at this point, because there's another drow that took the spot of the drow that ran away. And then there's a drow standing on the bed with you and Gravel.
Okay. Is there a good place where I could position myself, where I could do a 15-foot radius thunder wave and not hit my friends? Or is everyone pretty...
You no.
No? Okay. Okay. Fuck, that's not good.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Sorry, just recalculating.
It's all good. I am not one of those DMs who says hurry the fuck up. So don't worry
Yeah,
about
sorry,
it.
I'm just
Don't worry
considering.
about it. It's all good. It's a big encounter. It's an important encounter, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do. So there's the three that are in here,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
At the moment.
The other,
okay.
and there's 3 of them holding actions that you don't know right of that are going to attack whoever attacks. Well, most likely Enak. But
Okay, well, I'm going to start with a command, and I'm going to I'll do the same bugbear that I did before, and I'll just say, I'll do grovel.
Grovel. Okay.
Yeah.
Wisdom save. It's a 13.
13, so that should be a failure.
It is.
Fail.
Yep.
So it falls prone. That's what it says in.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, and
He just, Lindak, you see the bugbear in front of you just kind of drop to its knees, just
One that I was hitting.
yeah, right in front of you, just drops to its knees and just, again, no emotion, no nothing, just onto its knees. And you can't see their faces because wearing those masks. But yeah, it just drops to its knees, just. Anything else, Talindra? That's your bonus action.
Yeah, that's my bonus action. Would Tasha's hideous laughter be a charm effect? Do you think? I don't think it says.
I don't recall. Let me look here.
I'm not seeing anything.
I'd say no.
Okay.
Because
So
it
there's
doesn't specifically mention it being a charmed effect.
So the bugbear's on the other side of Lindak, right? And
Yeah,
where's
there's one
and the drow's in with us.
Yeah, there's one in front of Lindak that's on its knees groveling. There's one beside Lindak, a bugbear there. There's a drow that is standing where the drow that's on the bed with you guys is. Where that drow was that's on the bed is another drow. So there's 4 creatures in the room plus your cousin.
All right.
Ooh, let me check something. Hold on. Because I think you have to concentrate on this version of command.
Oh.
Yep. So if you cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter,
I couldn't.
Your
Okay,
your concentration on Mantle of Majesty would end.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a place where I could go where I could maybe hit some of the enemies over here, but still get Zyn for Thunder Wave?
No.
The 15-foot radius?
No.
No?
Because no matter what, Enok's going to be in that blast radius.
Okay. Okay, I guess, I mean, the only... I'm so sorry, guys. I'm
It's
taking
okay.
forever.
It's all good.
I already used my bonus action. Yeah, I'm just going to the guy in front of us, this drow in front of us, it's been just attacking with like regular swords.
Yeah, it just attacked gravel the once. Yeah.
I'm just gonna do a vicious mockery on that one.
Okay, that is a. I gotta find which drow that was. Hold on. Okay, that's a wisdom save, I believe.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. That's an 11.
Yeah, that's a fail.
So roll damage. What do you say to it? How do you mock this drow?
Oh,
Put some venom in it.
I am just going to say, oh God, I don't know. Get out of here, you bastard! And then I do like a and,
Okay, roll damage.
And then I do my vicious mockery, 3 damage, so real heavy hitter there.
Oh.
And it gets it has its disadvantage.
Okay, that brings us to another bugbear. It already threw its javelin, so it's just gonna not do anything in the hallway. Enak, it's your turn.
Fuck. Okay. Not realizing that everybody's focusing on him. Bonus action, second wind.
Okay.
Okay, that's not terrible. 9 back. It's fine. Fuck. Yeah, he's gonna make an attack.
How much did you get back? 9?
9.
Okay.
So I'm at 41 at the moment.
So make your attack.
He's gonna make his attack.
And I'll do the held actions after your attack.
Okay, that's cocked. Okay. It's not terrible. 17.
17 hits.
Okay. Let's throw another superiority die.
But he's gonna. Is this a new round? It's a new round. He's gonna use his reaction to parry it.
Damn it.
So it doesn't hit.
Well, that is all for me.
Held action time. So 2 crossbow bolts and a javelin. All right. First crossbow bolt. 6.
Miss.
Second. 13.
Miss.
Javelin. Javelin. 15. I'll miss. Just
Miss.
because they're close enough in the doorway, so they can't get really good aim. All right. That brings us to the drow that's in the room. That took up the spot of the one that ran onto the bed. This one's just going to turn and slash at Lindak with its short sword. Nope. 7.
Nope.
Oops. Brings us to the unconscious drow, who is still sleeping away. The bugbear in front of you is going to swing its Morningstar. Nope, misses. Brings us to Zyn. Fuck. Yep. Okay. Yep. Balls. He's looking hurt too. So he is going to. Come on. Let me see here. What is Zyn gonna do? Okay. He is going to pull out that skull again and say to you all, so you hear him, I look forward to our next meeting in the ruins of the Lucid Bastion. Should you escape my little contingency, here's a hint. Since I'm feeling kind, look to your reflections. And clutching the skull, he casts teleport through it and just disappears. Similar to how you all do the scroll teleport, as Zyn vanishes, the guards all stop, like they all drop their weapons, and there's murmuring coming from these ones in the room, and they start pulling off their masks. The bugbear in front of Lindak pulled up its mask and is like gasping in pain, and just says, "How did we get here? Where are we?" You can also hear commotion outside as guards race all over the fort, smashing the chains to free prisoners. Then you hear a loud smashing sound and a surge of magic.
There's something in here.
That massive fiend in the courtyard you saw, you get a sense it's attacking the remaining crates of voidite. And Zyn's contingency is to destroy the fort and everyone inside of it.
The child!
What are y'all doing? I am setting a timer before those crates start to detonate. We're out of initiative, by the way, so whatever you guys want to do.
Enak runs, and as he runs, he's going to throw a Cure Wounds into Lindak.
Okay. Yeah, the guards are like letting you leave because they seem confused too. Like, why are we here? Where are we?
Okay, Lindak, that's 8.
And that kind of goes in with what you noticed, Enak, them not sensing the wounds, them not caring. Every single guard in this fort has been charmed by some capacity.
Run!
Yeah,
He
let's
said
go.
something
Let's
about
go.
the mirror.
Yeah, he
The
said
mirror,
he did give you guys a
guys.
hint. Look into your reflections. What are you guys doing?
Oh,
There's a
that's
chest
right.
in the room.
That's
If you want
going
to look
over to stand in front of the mirror
Okay.
right away.
Yeah.
Like he's just running over there to look in it.
Okay.
Yeah, Gravel's gonna do the chest. He's gonna see what he can do with that.
It's locked.
So
Enak's
he's gonna try
running,
unlocking it.
just so you're aware,
Okay.
Enak 100% is barreling toward
The kid?
The kid.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Enoch, you do get into the courtyard, and you see that massive Dragloth just punching the crates of voidite, attempting to detonate them. Let me roll some attacks. Misses. So, yeah, what are you doing? You're out there. The guards are fleeing. Like, everyone's fleeing the
Okay,
fort.
so as he's running, he's going to grab the holy symbol and he's going to close his eyes and he's going to command the creature to flee.
Was it a creature?
He's going to cast command on the creature.
Let me check something here. I need to see if it has to understand you. And if this creature is immune to that, by the way.
Oh, yeah, no.
Nope, does not understand you. Keeps punching at the crates.
Fuck.
That attack hits a crate, so I get to roll percentile dice now. So you grab the kid, and you can see the voidite starting to crack.
Oh my god.
I need another D10 D percentile dice. Here we go. So you grab the kid. Are you running back to the room where all your friends are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, certainly trying.
All right. As you're running, you hear
Oh my god.
as the crystals begin to explode in the room. However, because there's time. Gravel, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try opening up this chest.
You're just opening the chest.
No, I imagine I can check it for traps.
I suggest checking it for traps.
Yeah, I will check it for traps.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do that then. Natural 20.
There is a bit of a shining magic essence coming from under the lid that you can sense.
Mm-hmm.
No way to actually reach it. You can just see a faint glow, so there's definitely something magically trapped inside the chest that you cannot reach.
All
So
right.
you would need to dispel magic, etc.
How heavy is the chest?
Too heavy for you to lift.
Tal, there's a thing there's a bad thing, bad trap, magic trap in here.
As this is happening, Lindak, Enoch bursts into the room holding the kid, and you guys hear the crates of voidite starting to explode.
Run!
What? That happened.
I was going to.
They explode immediately if they're hit. If I roll a certain
Yeah.
percentage, and they just so.
Can I say what I was doing
Yeah, go
like
for
up
it.
until
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
I was casting detect magic on the mirror.
Okay, so while this is all happening, so Enok's not back yet then. Oh, excuse me. I have it here somewhere. Pardon me. There's a lot.
Alright.
Evocation magic inside the chest. Or
Okay.
no, that's not right at all. Conjuration magic on the chest, and on the
Okay.
mirror is a spell similar to teleport.
Gravel, I think we might just need to leave it.
So, Justin, maybe I have a wonky image in my mind of what's going on, but like, how far away was the kid from our location? Because that seems like
downstairs,
it would have taken like a couple turns.
Yeah, down
like,
3 flights of stairs. Well, 2 flights of stairs
before
in the
Enoch
courtyard.
even gets back.
Yeah, so Enoch
right?
wouldn't be back yet at all. Enoch will back in like 2 minutes or so.
Okay.
If he's moving fast, because that thing is hammering on the crates outside. You can hear the magic surging every time it hits the crates. Like, I'll say you
Okay.
guys got 2 minutes and 30 seconds before they blow up.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Let's sort this out. Tal, you got something to get rid of this?
I'll cast dispel magic on the is that
Dispel
I
magic.
guess I cast dispel magic on the trap.
You have dispel magic? Nice.
I do have dispel magic.
Let me just see. I gotta remember what level the spell is that's inside here. Okay. What level is dispel magic?
It's level 3, so I
Cool.
spell 3rd or lower.
You dispel the glyph of warding because it is a 3rd level spell.
Okay.
All right, that takes 6 seconds. My timer is
I said
going
go.
down.
It's ready.
Lindak was
All the
ran
guards
over-
and all the guards that are in this room, they're fleeing because they don't know what the fuck's happening.
Great.
Okay, Lindak had ran over to the mirror to look into it. What does he see? Just
You
his
don't
own
see
reflection.
anything. Yeah, you just see your own reflection.
Okay. Can he run back over by the chest then? Oh, you got it open.
Well, he has
Or
to make
no,
it,
you
he has to try
dispelled
to,
the
he has
magic.
to try to open it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was thinking I could carry it or help somebody carry it
Yeah. You don't have much
if we
time.
want to grab it.
Oh, are you like coming over and
Yeah.
saying that? See if you can lift it. Sure. I mean, I'm
Can I
gonna
lift
try to
it?
pick in
Yep.
the lock.
Give me a strength check.
Athletics
Yeah.
or just
Give me athletics
That's
check.
what-
Yep.
no, forget it. 3 plus
You-
6, 9.
You can't lift it. That chest is heavy as shit.
That's too bad because athletics I have a +9. I'm an expert. But
I said
not-
athletics.
it's just- well, still, I only rolled a 3, so 12 then.
Okay, you can lift the chest. So you hoist
Okay.
the chest up, but it's very heavy, so you have your movement speed's like 10 feet.
Okay, so did Talindra tell us about this teleport spell?
Yeah,
on the
I'm
mirror?
gonna tell you guys now. The mirror can teleport us. We need Enoch though. Where is he?
Yeah. I'm just going back to stand by the mirror then
Enoch,
with the
just-
chest.
Yeah, you're running with the kid. People are fleeing. You can see one of the crystals just crack heavily, and the Dragoloth smiles with pleasure as that little crystal detonates, and in slow motion, you're like running up the stairs and you burst into the chamber, and you guys see light, like through like the little like crossbow notches, and in the hallway you can see purple light just starting to emanate outside, and
Come on,
rumbling.
let's
And
I'm just
rumbling.
going through the mirror.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jumping
Wait,
through
so-
with the chest.
Talindra disappears into the mirror.
Lindak right behind her.
Hopefully, it's not a one-use thing. Okay.
Oh,
Gravel's in the mirror.
I would have known that, right? From the
No,
from the
you just detect that doesn't tell you what the spell and everything. It's just
Gravel's just like, oh god.
so Gravel's in the
Everybody
mirror.
touch.
Enoch, as you're running down the hallway, you look behind you and you can see the fort being leveled. Just
Oh fuck. Okay.
You're running with the kid, Lindak. You have the chest? Are you jumping into the mirror with the chest?
Well, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Enoch, you run into the room as the hallway that was behind you explodes and vaporizes. Give me.
Okay, so
I
can
need it-
Enoch grab as he jumps into the mirror? Can he grab the top of the mirror and try to pull it down? I don't know. He's gonna try to crack the mirror. He
Well,
wants to attempt to shatter the mirror.
You're trying to outrun an explosion.
I haven't gone through it yet, man.
I know, but what I'm saying is that
you're trying to outrun an explosion right now. Give me a dexterity save.
well, that's not gonna happen. That's not
Or
gonna be good.
acrobatics, whatever you want to do. Athletics, whatever you want to do.
That's much better.
You're trying to outrun an explosion, so we'll say athletics.
Okay, that's a 16.
16. You leap into the mirror. You don't have enough time to pull it down.
Cool.
But you dive into the mirror and you can feel the room get vaporized as your feet just start to pass through the mirror. I need all of you to say a location of where you want to go. Split second, as you all jump through.
I say outskirts of Rosanna.
Okay, Talindra, you guys jump through. You each jump through separately. You don't see the others. So Talindra, you say Rosanna as you jump through. Gravel, what are you saying?
I didn't have a chance to say that I even went through the mirror. Am I good?
I figured you went through the mirror. I figured you didn't
Okay,
just
good.
stick around with a finger up your
I was
butt.
just like, did I just get nuked?
Bye.
Well, I mean, yeah, Rosanna's
Okay. Boom.
Yeah.
You disappear.
Can I say I picked a place in Rosanna that
Doesn't
was,
matter.
kind of-
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because this mirror has a special effect. Lindak.
Okay.
The Lucid Bastion. That's what I was thinking of.
You don't go anywhere. You're just floating in this void. Other location.
Oh god.
My city that I'm from,
So you're not...
Bazzoxan.
Okay. Lindak says Bazzoxan. Enoch, what do you say? Zyn did say, I will see you all in the ruins of Lucid Bastion. So where are you going, Enoch?
The only place that Enoch really remembers distinctly is Talindra's parents' house.
Okay.
So in a panic, he thinks there was probably a mirror there. So he's just like, yeah.
Okay, so you
Thinking of a place with another mirror.
So Enoch, so Lindak, you do appear you pop out of a mirror in Bazzoxan, because that is what you said, while all of your friends appear in Rosanna. A long way away.
Yeah.
Talindra, Gravel. And Enoch, you also end up nearby. Like, you can see them a couple blocks away. You can see your friends. Actually, you can't. Enoch, you can't see your friends. Sorry.
Okay.
Those of you who appear here, you see. Actually, you would always see this because this entire area has been. Well, yeah. So, Lindak, Enoch, you do see them. You guys don't see the kid Enoch was carrying because the kid didn't know what was up with the mirror.
He's probably dead.
So the kid is just floating in that void.
Oh no!
No.
Would he not have?
He doesn't know.
Yeah.
The dull gray purplish tint type quartz that made up the bastion is scattered in large chunks amongst the center of the city. Some of the chunks of stone have crashed into nearby buildings, and the entirety of the Lucid Bastion has been almost vaporized. The remaining stone you see appears to have been the upper portions of the Lucid Bastion that have been blasted outwards or collapsed into a mile-deep crater. A large collection of Aurora Watch soldiers walk around the perimeter of the crater, sifting through rubble and looking for individuals in the ruined buildings nearby. You can hear people weeping and looking at the absolute carnage and destruction before you. 3 blocks worth of destroyed buildings and debris are scattered about into the firmaments, where the once glowing gardens, luxurious chapels, and the spacious halls of the Marble Tomes Conservatory now lie partially destroyed, filled with debris and corpses. Enoch, you appear in the bathroom of Talindra's parents' house, coming out of their mirror. It teleports you to the closest mirror of like where you are. There's a huge piece of debris through the ceiling, and they're both just kind of standing there, thankful that they're alive. And through the rubble, you can see your friends nearby. Only 2 of them. Some of the wealthy estates have been destroyed from the debris of the explosion as well, and the ceiling of the magic candy and toy shop Gorgons and Gremlins has caved in. The entirety of the Lucid Bastion and the surrounding area of the firmaments is incredibly somber and in ruin. There is nothing but sadness filling the air and strange magical effects persisting in the mile-deep, mile-radius crater of where the bastion once stood. Like red lightning kind of crackling, rain drifting upward. Yeah, rain falls upwards from the crater, red lightning crackles, and snow also falls into the crater, as well as strange flowers and plants have sprouted inside. There seems to be errant, wild magic lingering in the crater from the detonation of the crystals. And you guys do not see Lindak.
When we were given this quest by the queen, did we get anything to prove our do we have any sheet
you told the miners to like go back to the city and tell the queen, yeah.
Oh, we did share our name.
Yeah, but
with them
the
too.
Lucid Bastion is no more. The upper portions of the Lucid Bastion have kind of fallen into the crater, so the crater is like filled with debris from the Lucid Bastion, but there is no more Lucid Bastion, and the firmaments are leveled and just the buildings are all collapsed, filled with debris. But the Lucid Bastion is essentially vaporized. And you guys would know because it destroys magic items. Probably most of the Luxon beacons that were in there as well were also destroyed.
Tal,
Yes.
where's Enak and Lindak?
Bravo, Talindra.
You can see Enak jogging over.
Was Lindak with you?
No, I thought it was with you.
I look around. I'm assuming I don't see him.
Don't see him anywhere.
He had that chest.
I think
Wait,
we have
where's
bigger
the kid?
problems.
Oh no.
Hmm?
Oh, the kid. He wasn't with me either. Your parents say hey, by the way.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I didn't
Okay.
see them. I'm just sitting. I'm sure they're
No,
okay.
you
Their
saw
house is
them.
all
You
right.
saw them. You were
Oh,
in their
okay.
bathroom and they were weeping kind of in the debris. And you just kind of snuck out awkwardly from
Yeah,
the
he just
bathroom.
slipped away. Yeah. They're safe. They're all right.
oh, good.
Wait.
God.
Lindak's not with you.
No.
Lindak.
Nope.
Dang it, Lindak! You guys saw Lindak message his friend, right?
As you guys were talking, though,
and tell him to talk to.
as you guys were talking and shouting Lindak, this drow kind of wanders over with shoulder-length white hair, big old ears, kind of like a handsome face in armor, and he's like, "You looking for Lindak?"
Yeah.
Hello, I am Varen Thalis, Taskhand Varen Thalis. I came to Rosanna from after he sent me a message.
Oh, you're the guy on the other end of the stone.
Yes. Where is Lindak? Did he not come back with you?
I don't know. He jumped in the same mirror we did. I mean, he should.
I don't know what that means. 1 second.
We traveled via
What did he do?
transportation,
One
teleportation.
second. He pulls out a sending stone. Lindak, where are you?
I'm at home. I'm in the governor's mansion. I came out in my bedroom mirror.
He's like, he's back in Bazozan.
Oh, well, at least
I can't. We just get one message.
Yep.
Eh?
Well,
at least he's safe.
I mean, were you able to bring word to the queen and everything before all this happened?
Yes, and we were trying to evacuate her in the beacons, but we didn't do it quick enough. She's somewhere in the rubble, we believe. So tomorrow morning, once we've had some time to get more forces, I'm leading a group down into the crater to find the queen and any remaining beacons that may have survived the explosion.
Do you need any help?
Yes, but we're not going till tomorrow.
Maybe we should go soon because the person that did this said that he was going to meet us again here in the rubble.
Well,
and
you could certainly attempt to go down the crater, but I need to get some affairs in order before I go down. The crater hasn't been safely examined. There's some strange magic going around in it, so we're waiting until first thing in the morning to go. And besides, I have to go to Bazozan and get Lindak.
Is it
Right.
still fairly early in the morning for us?
You
since
can't
we
tell.
Traveled.
You can't tell because it's always night in Rosanna.
Right, but I meant like since we woke up, we probably won't need to sleep for like
Yeah.
another. I mean,
Yeah,
we
it's been like an hour since you've been awake.
yeah.
Yeah.
This crater's like really big, right?
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
assuming.
mile radius, mile deep, and he's
Okay.
like, but feel free to go into the crater, but I'm going to get Lindak, and he disappears. Lindak, Varen appears in your bedroom. He's like,
I'm going to drop the chest and leave it in my bedroom, and
Cool.
that's what Lindak would do.
uh,
Let's go. We got to get back to
what's
Rosanna.
this chest? Why does it have Children of Malice insignias all over it?
It was Zyn's.
Great. He grabs it and grabs you. Let's go.
Okay.
And you guys see Varen and Lindak and the chest appear in front of you all.
Oh, there he is. Look.
He was in his bedroom at Basel-Zan.
You're all right?
I'm hurt, but
And
I'm
Lindak,
alive.
now you see what I described to everybody else.
Okay,
The firmaments have basically been destroyed and the Lucid Bastion vaporized. Mile deep crater all around, and whatever structure was out of the blast radius has fallen into the crater, creating a very treacherous kind of pit. Your friends want to go in as soon as possible. I'm recommending we wait. But
I don't know. Enoch had a point. We might not have time to wait.
and yes, of course, who did this?
It was Zyn. Zyn Daev'yana.
I don't know who that is.
It was
Was it the Children of Malice?
It was the Children of Malice, yes.
Makes sense. Well, let's see if there's anything that could give us hints on what he was doing in this chest. Did you get this from him?
It
It's
was in
in
his
his office.
study.
Oh, well, I'll start preparing to go into the crater now. I'll meet you. Do you all want to come with? Are you all coming? What's
Can
up?
anybody-
Maybe we could take a little break.
Can anybody
Like a short
heal
little
me a
rest
little
wait
bit?
for
And then
my
I want to
recovery.
go.
Yeah. Well, all right. Let's take 5. Or,
Time to
you
heal
know.
up.
Yeah, Varen's like,
something.
I'll meet you all by the crater. He turns and walks towards the crater.
We'll take 5 plus 55 more minutes.
Yeah, there it is.
All right. Yeah, it'll just be, well, I guess it'll just be us 5 then. I was waiting till tomorrow so we could have a whole force go down, but it'll just be the 5 of us then.
Short rest.
Yep. While you're having a short rest, would Gravel like to pick the chest?
Yes.
Okay.
He doesn't need to rest, so he's gonna go ahead and like
All right. Give me
crack that open.
a sleight of hand check using your thieves tools.
All right.
Nice. Back up.
Yeah, if that glyph wouldn't have been warded off, you would have opened it, and one of those demons that was patrolling the courtyard would have popped out of the chest and started joining the fray.
Cool.
Yeah.
23.
Okay. And there's like a whispers come out of the chest, but that's it. Like the fading of the magic, basically.
Oh, just like the exhale of
Yeah,
that dispel
basically.
magic.
Yeah.
Don't worry, that's normal. that's fine, it's fine.
I look it up, and I look at her.
But yeah, you can open the chest.
All right. He waves the smoke out of the way. What
Okay.
do we got in here?
Inside, you see a coin purse, a rapier emanating 15 feet of moonlight, just boo. A wickedly curved dagger with a green vein running down the blade, a morning star with deadly rusted-looking serrated points, and then Talindra, your detect magic also would have pinged off all these items in the chest. These are all magic items he did earlier. And the final item is a quiver with a flame, icicle, gas cloud, vial of acid, and a lightning bolt stitched into it.
Stuff looks pretty cool.
Gravel's gonna have a look at this stuff. He's gonna pick up the dagger thing, but then look at and point to the rest of it. Tal, do you know? Do you know anything about this stuff? It looks pretty unique.
Well, I had sort of picked up some of the magic from it. I'll tell them whatever I know.
It's
which
just that they're magic items. You need to identify to really know what they are.
They're all magical, but I don't know about their specific properties.
Varen's like, do you need help?
To identify this? Can you do that?
Yes.
Oh, well,
my brother has been teaching me some things, and he wanders over. My brother Essek.
Thank you very much.
He grabs the rapier, and he just moves it around in his hands. The moonlight kind of shining off of it, the persistent moonlight. So yeah, he unsheathes it from its sheathing, and you just see moonlight and a 15-foot bright radius and dim light for an additional 15 feet. That's all it does. He's like, this is a moon-touched rapier.
All right.
He pulls the dagger, concentrates using again ritually casting identify. This is the dagger of venom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
This morning star. This is interesting. I haven't seen one of these before. This is a. Come on, you dick. This. Nope. Sorry, I closed something I shouldn't have. This is a Corpse Slayer Morning Star.
Ooh.
You do need to attune to it. It's basically deals extra damage to undead, and then makes them have disadvantage on saving throws against effects that turn undead. At this thing, this quiver, I think you might want this, my little friend, in looking at Gravel. This is called a Quiver of the Elements.
Oh.
This quiver can hold up to 40 arrows. Using a bonus action, you can expand one of this quiver's charges, touch one of the symbols on the quiver, and he points to the flame, icicle, gas cloud, vial of acid, and lightning bolt, and choose that chosen element will imbue a single arrow stored in the quiver for the next minute. So bonus action, you can put an elemental damage onto a weapon. The imbued arrow deals 2d6 additional damage of the chosen type. So you can go bonus action
2d6.
fire, bonus action fire, bonus action ice, bonus action gas. So fire. The flame is fire, icicle's cold, gas cloud is poison, vial of acid is acid, lightning bolt is lightning. It has 5 charges, and 1d4 plus 1 charges are regained at dawn. If all charges are expended, the creature rolls a d20. On a 1, the quiver explodes into a hail of elemental arrows centered on the creature in a 60-foot radius. All creatures in that radius must succeed on a DC 15 Dex save or take 2d6 lightning damage, 2d6 cold damage, 2d6 poison damage, 2d6 acid damage, and 2d6 lightning damage. If they succeed, they don't. If they succeed, they don't take any damage. But yeah. So I will post. Yeah. So that is a moonlight. That's a moon. Fuck whatever. I'll just post. Yeah. Whatever. So yeah, moon touched rapier. Whoever wants that. That's meant for Talindra.
Yeah, I think I would put
yeah. Or whoever wants it. Dagger of Venom, whoever wants it. The Morning Star is meant for either Lindak or Enak, whoever wants it. Enak is more of the undead fighter, so I kind of give I put magic items in here technically for everybody. And then the quiver.
Venom.
Okay, and then the quiver is I put in here for Gravel.
What? Hey, Lynn. Oh, okay.
Because you're the only one. It's arrows. It doesn't do bullets.
Hey, Lindak. I'm not one for close combat anyway, and he flips the dagger around in his hands, and then
be careful with that, man.
Points it to him with a hilt out.
Okay.
I think you might get more use out of this than me.
All right, I will definitely make some use of that if I can.
And the quiver is a homebrew item right here. Quiver of the Elements.
Oh.
So you can just search it up in your character sheet because I've enabled homebrew stuff. So you can just add Quiver of the Elements. It does require attunement. The dagger requires attunement, and I believe the Corpse Slayer Morningstar requires attunement. The only thing that doesn't require attunement is the rapier, Talindra, and all these are magical weapons. So you guys can attack stuff that has resistance now, essentially. And 150 gold pieces in the coin purse.
Divided by 4.
Cool.
Enak has the morning star in his. Woof, woof, woof.
Yeah, you guys can spend
Swinging.
you guys can spend your short rest attuning to what you need to attune to.
Yep.
So that's everybody but Talindra that needs to attune to these new items. Gravel's got a cool quiver that can hold up to 40 arrows and do elemental damage.
All right, so everybody gets.
Oh, I didn't
30.
have to attune to the dagger.
Oh right, yeah, dagger venom you don't have to. Wait,
Uh,
I'm not attuned to anything. That's wild.
yeah.
Pretty fancy schmancy
Oh,
looking
yeah.
dagger.
you don't have to attune to the dagger venom. That's right. But
I have a question on something I just realized.
yes,
My absorbing tattoo is attuned. Does that mean it's always like
Yeah.
I'm always gonna have to have
yeah,
that attuned?
yeah, because it's under your skin. Yeah.
Right. Okay. I was just curious
I mean,
about
you,
that.
you
read
go to a
it-
magic
if
shop
you
to
read
get
it,
it.
you can take it out.
You could go to a
yeah.
magic shop to get it magically removed, but as a tattoo, you can't unattune to it yourself because
Okay.
it's
I was
under
just
your
curious.
flesh.
Sorry to interrupt.
If your arm got cut off, you'd be unattuned to it. But yeah. So yeah, he does all that. He identifies them all and goes, okay, I'm gonna go back to the crater now. And
Thank you.
yeah, it's just red lightning, rain going upwards, snow falling, weird plants growing in the crater. You guys can finish your short rest.
I can't
means-
cast spells when I'm doing a short rest, can I?
You can, yeah, sure.
I was gonna just do a ritual detect magic since we're in the one place anyways, just to see if I
Oh.
could detect any of those things.
You don't detect any crystals, but that crater just is like giving you a headache with how just magically intense it is.
Okay. So it's probably not gonna be able to detect much, eh? If it's
No, since you guys are getting a short rest, somebody else gets a short rest as well.
Queen.
So,
No.
you guys. So each of us gets 37 gold.
Okay.
2 of us get an extra gold piece. But
Enak will take
everyone gets
37.
37.
Enoch
37.
almost
37.
died.
37. That's cool.
Oh man,
Thanks.
nice. That was a good short rest for Zyn as well.
Oh no.
Took me 4.
He knows we're having a short rest and he's just like, all right, might as well.
at least he's away from his guards and stuff.
Took me 4 hit dice to get all my points back.
All those guards there in the fort were just charmed, man.
That's true, actually. Yeah.
He's like, if my shit goes sideways, I'll just blow this whole place up and kill them. I don't give a fuck.
Well, at least I saved one person who's floating in
Oh,
the
Enoch,
astral plane somewhere.
you also get a sense that that explosion radius was so big that Umbra was caught in it.
That's
That
okay, he'll
explosion
come back.
radius was like miles upon miles.
Since that destroys magic items, would it
Ah.
destroy
No,
like a magic
No, because it's a
essence?
spell.
it's a spell, so no.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay,
So
so
you just get a sense that Umbra is no longer down there.
Okay,
Okay.
so going off of that tangent, sorry,
You don't know. Only Enoch knows that.
right, but going off of that tangent, like the mirror, if
Oh,
the
that mirror's
kid is
fucked.
still
That mirror's
if the
fucked.
kid is still trapped in the mirror by the time it's consumed, kid is dead, right?
You don't know.
Because the mirror would be toast.
Nobody knows.
He's our next big bad.
Yeah. All right.
Or he's just
Yeah,
floating
we
in the
don't know.
void. You
I
guys don't
just
know.
figured I'd throw that out there because that seemed like a
So, yeah, 320-foot radius. There was like a total of, for one little crystal, there was 5 crates left with 15 crystals in each. So that's 15 times 325 for the blast radius. And the damage that each crystal does, which is 30 d10. So, yeah. Anyone caught in the blast radius of that fort is vaporized. Anyways, you guys get your short rest. You can attune to what you need to attune to if you have to. And yeah, Varen is just standing by the pit looking down. And yeah, this whole area is fucked. There's like Aurora Watch soldiers like digging through debris of the nearby buildings trying to look for survivors and just kind of looking grim. You can see people that weren't in the blast radius were like either crushed by debris or just like whatever kind of Basically, it's the Sept of Baelor in Game of Thrones, essentially, what has happened when that blew up.
What's this guy's name again? The Lindak's friend?
Varen.
Varen.
Lindak's actually going to go stand beside Varen.
Yeah, look down the crater. It is just full of debris. It's going to be difficult terrain the entire way down.
Go ahead, Tal.
Varen is a drow, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. I go to Varen and I ask him, are you consecuted?
No. Me and my brother are not consecuted. That's one of the fears. If all the Luxon beacons were destroyed, anyone who's died in this explosion will not be reborn.
Do we know if the people who've been consecuted feel any different? Have they?
I'm not sure. All the people who were consecuted were in the Lucid Bastion. Most of them.
Hang on. I go to Enak. You said you saw my parents, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did they seem any different?
Oh,
They're
sad.
Are my parents consecuted?
No.
Justin? Oh, okay. Never mind. I wouldn't have done that then if I hadn't. I thought they were.
Well, how are all of you feeling?
Enak's tossing the Morning Star back and forth.
You got a good heft? Enak? Is that good? Good?
Oh, I
Feel
think
good?
I think it's good.
Nice.
It's a little weightier than I thought, but
what are we doing now?
We're going into the crater to rescue the Bright Queen. Oh yeah, you're far enough. You're far away.
Yeah. And he just looks at Lindak, Enak, and Talindra. What are we doing? Like, what are we?
I'm going with Varen
Right.
to rescue the Bright Queen.
Right. That's great. Motivations now. Like, we were doing this for them. Now we're going to do this for them. Now, this is not me, like, saying we shouldn't do this. I'm just saying I'd like to know if we're all on the same page.
well, for me, he ran from what should have been end-all combat. Either he should have killed us or we should have killed him. So this is setting right.
So some of us are thinking this is a rescue mission, and the others are here to see if we can't finish the fight, right?
It seems that way.
So what's the priority?
I'm concerned with finding as many beacons as possible and finding our queen.
Right.
I might not be very...
if we run into him, all the better.
I may not be very patriotic, but I care enough about my culture to want those beacons found.
If you have to choose, what would you pick?
I choose the beacon.
Do you think if you had to choose between going where the beacons were or going where Zyn was, which do you think would be the smart decision, or what do you think would win out in your heart?
I believe he's where the if I'm thinking they may both be in the same place.
I'm not convinced that if we kill him, the beacons will automatically be safe. I think the beacons need to take priority. But yes, I agree with Lindak. I think they'll probably be close.
Are we the current experts of this kind of material? Or do you think there might be something we can learn from somewhere about this? Maybe figure out why it's here, what causes it. It doesn't seem natural.
It is natural. I could feel it with my magic. It's a natural magic.
But But why? Like, I mean, what stuff doesn't just pop up, you know? Like, a diamond is just, you know,
I
dirt under extreme pressure, right? What are these?
What are you talking about?
Oh, we're talking about the crystals that cause these explosions.
Lindak's gonna take his out and show him.
I
Do I still
don't
have
know
it?
what that. Yeah, you do. I
Okay.
don't know what that is.
Zyn called it voidite, and it's super explosive
Never heard of it, and I've heard of a
and
lot of
wild
things.
magic like crazy, from what I understand from Tal.
Never heard of it.
Well, now you have. Here it is.
Can I see it?
Be very careful with it.
I'm going to be if it caused this. Lindak, may I see it?
Yeah, absolutely. Here.
He touches it, and you can see his eyes kind of flash for a moment, and he briefly hands it back to you. He's like, no, thank you. I do not want to hold on to that.
Wrap it up. Put it away.
Care to share what happened there?
I almost died holding on to it.
Eh?
It assaulted my senses. It was very strange. Sort of saw visions, but I thankfully pushed them away. And he's kind of repeating the same thing you experienced, Lindak.
And Zyn, this is what he used to do this, and he indicates the damage.
Do you think it's wise to go down in the crater with it on your person?
You have a suggestion?
No, I don't.
Wait, hold on, back it up. Lindak, you said you also had these visions when you touched it?
I had dreams. Lolth, blood. I don't remember it all,
Yeah,
but that was the main.
Same here.
Well, you know, maybe share some of that stuff.
Lindak, you don't remember much. Not enough to share, at least. Just Lolth and blood.
That's what I remember.
Hmm.
It's dreams, you know, they disappear, and it was a dream, very, very strange. Just nothing made sense. Blood, Lolth. That's all I remember. That's all I could gather out of it.
Enak, what you got, buddy? I see those cogs turning.
I'm concerned with how so these voidites are connected to Lolth herself. Do you think you're talking about how they came to be, Gravel, but do you think she was the one to orchestrate their creations?
I mean, if both Lindak and his friend here had essentially the same thing, both referencing, yeah, it's probably related, right? Right?
Chance.
And he just looks at everyone.
Yeah, I believe Lolth was associated with the Underdark as well, so.
Is she a direct connection? Is it because of your lineages?
That makes sense. Lolth was the original Drow goddess of spiders, and the Drow worshipped her for a time. And then when most of us switched over to the Luxon, she wasn't too happy about it. So this is all very much connected, I assume. Do you know
I'm
why?
wondering-
Do you know why this man you speak of wanted to blow the Lucid Bastion up?
He's a follower of Lolth.
So if he's
into-
in the Children of Malice and a follower of Lolth, their whole ideal is destroy anything that resembles the Luxon and force us Drow back to worshipping Lolth. So this makes sense. It's all connected, it looks like.
Seems.
I'm wondering if the crystal may have had any effect in corrupting anyone, any members of this faction. If it causes these sorts of dreams.
I'm not sure.
Maybe the crystal.
I do feel strange. I don't know.
Gravel's
Well,
gonna start drafting on a piece of parchment and try to accurately recreate the skull that
Give
Zyn was
me
using.
investigation or intelligence, just a straight intelligence check.
Okay. 15 plus 3. 18.
Okay. You draw it to the best of your ability that you remember.
So this Zen guy, and he like does it from like kind of what he would think would be the front angle,
Yep.
and then like kind of a side thing. You ever see anything like this?
No.
No? All right.
Why?
This mage we were fighting, he seemed like they were using it to
Interesting.
to do some weird shit.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
All right, just figured I'd let you know.
If we can save the Bright Queen, she might have answers. She's been around for a very long. She's been around since a very long time. She might have answers.
Hey, Gravel, does this work? Gravel.
Yep.
Yeah.
These dark elves have a lot of secrets.
They sure do. Do you include
trust
Lindak
it?
with them?
What?
Do you include Lindak?
Well, I think he's part of the society, right?
Well, from what I understand, yeah.
I don't know. It makes me nervous.
Yeah. Yeah, a little worrisome.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'll follow
Can't
your lead.
alleviate your worries much.
I know. Okay. Okay, over and out.
They just get really quiet for a moment.
Varen's
Enak's
like
staring off into the space like...
Yeah.
Varen is like, well, I don't want to waste any more time. He's like, you can come with me if you want, you can stay behind. Your choice, but I know my orders, I serve my people, I serve the Bright Queen. He starts just going into the crater.
I will watch him. I don't trust him.
Yeah, you got it. Always.
Why did you say that out loud? Oh, okay.
We're going, aren't we?
Yeah.
Are you?
Yeah.
All of you?
Okay.
Okay, it is
Enak
difficult.
will take the back.
Okay, it is difficult terrain, so everyone is at half movement because you are descending into a crater filled with rubble that are like building-sized pieces. So yeah, Varen carefully leads you down, moving over and through rubble, which makes the ascent slightly easier instead of just going down a straight, like mile-deep crater. And he every time he makes sure none of you are slipping and falling a mile into the crater. And while descending, you can see him looking under some of the pieces of debris for signs of life, or corpses with no luck whatsoever, and he just sighs and continues to press on. And the strange upward rain goes up your nose once in a while because it's raining upward. Snow is falling as well. Little plants are growing. As you proceed down, you can see those little cracks of red lightning darting through the air, followed by strong winds. Just strange vines are curling up from beneath some of the nearby rubble, and a large purple flower immediately blooms and opens up, causing this shrieking spirit of a drow and ruined Kryn armor to slither out from the flower, going "Ah!" and fly towards you all, along with the spirit of a noble drow, his ruined head held under his arm. I need you all to roll initiative.
Ah!
Because we
Oh,
still got time.
no.
We still got time.
Drow ghost.
Yeah, drow ghost.
It's better.
Of course.
Drow ghost. Okay.
What if we were all like, we don't have time for you.
Basically. Shit. Damn it. Okay, hold on. I gotta find the encounter. Boop boopity boop boopity boop. Yeah, go. You gotta add Varen to this because he has a character sheet and not a stat block. Okay. Give me a
The
second.
Dagger of Venom looks really cool.
It's really cool looking. Okay. I have so many windows open. This is ridiculous. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Talindra, what'd you get for initiative?
13.
13. Enoch.
15.
Lindak.
1.
Gravel.
18.
Right. And the ghosts are about 10 feet away. Okay. Varen. Where is your shitty stat block? Where's your shitty character sheet? There we go. Alright. So. Too many cooks. Okay. Alright. Okay. I'm so angry. Sorry, too many windows, 2 monitors, still trying to... Okay. Gravel, you're first. This ghost, and the ghost of the armor is flying towards you 10 feet away, and the ghost with its ruined head under its arm, 10 feet away, shrieking, is also 10 feet away. And difficult terrain.
Ghost.
And it's difficult terrain. And you guys got magic items now, so yay.
Yay.
Any of you guys like anything like this before? And
No.
Growl's like gonna fucking backstep.
Okay, you have half movement, because it's difficult terrain.
Yeah. Ah. So I pretty much only move 10 feet.
So. Yep.
And
these things fly, so they are not hindered by this difficult terrain.
Yeah. He's gonna try and do a bonus action. Got good a time as any. Uses a bonus action to use up a charge on the quiver.
Okay.
And what do I have to do? Touch thing.
Just touch
Oh, and
it.
he touches
Yeah.
he touches the flame.
Okay, so you have 1 arrow imbued with fire magic for a minute.
All right. He just looks at it and takes a shot at the one that's closest to him.
They're both within 10 feet. They're both side by side.
Right.
One in armor or
the
the
one
screaming one?
The one on the left.
Okay, so the noble spirit with the head under its arm.
Okay.
These look like people who were probably killed in the explosion.
Yeah. Yeah, just a regular
Okay.
attack, I guess.
So you shoot your arrow, and that arrow ignites into fire. And make an attack roll.
No good. 10.
Just
No, 11.
11 just sails right through it. Doesn't sail right through it, but it kind of just like...
I'm still shaking.
So we shoot it, and the wind just carries it off, and the arrow just sails 1 mile down into the crater.
That's creepy. That ends my turn.
Okay, Enoch, 10 feet away.
Okay,
You have half movement.
that's fine. He's gonna go for the nearest one, pulling out
They're
the.
both side by side. They both came out.
Oh,
of the
like
flower.
we're running. Essentially, it's straight ahead.
They both came out of that flower at the same time. The flower bloomed in it. Bloomed ghosts.
So
instead
they're
of
like
petals.
essentially coming up like this.
Yeah. All
Okay,
part of the
pull
wild.
out.
All part of the wild magic. The crazy.
Yeah,
magic.
with the shield and the corpse slayer, he's gonna run and go for the first one.
Go for it.
The one on the right.
So the
Of
one in
Enoch.
the Korean soldier.
Yes,
ghost.
the Korean.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the noble one reminds me of Talindra's family, and he doesn't like that. Ooh, that's an 18 plus 7.
That
That's
hits.
a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Plus, are they undead?
They are. They're ghosts.
Cool. Okay, not that great a damage. 10.
Okay. And it. Do they believe it needs to make a save for Corpse Slayer? or it becomes,
Uh,
or it has
yeah.
disadvantage.
Advantage on saving throws.
Yeah, so it deals. Did you roll the extra D8 of damage for Corpse Slayer?
Oh shit! No, I didn't.
Yeah, because you hit an undead, so it deals an extra 1d8. It has disadvantage on saving throws that cause turn undead, which no one here has. So.
What did I say? 10 plus 4, 14. So
Okay,
14.
So an extra 4. All right.
I'm not a clear.
So yeah, you take this rusted-looking morning sword. It doesn't look like it would actually work. It's so rusted, but you wallop the fuck out of this ghost. Just and it's like. Anything else?
Oh, fuck you. No. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, I'll bring us to Varen. He's gonna concentrate, doing a similar thing you see Lindak do. He's gonna manifest his echo behind the noble, and then he's gonna run up to the ghost, and he's gonna attack the ghost, the armored one, while his echo attacks the noble one. So his echo 9 to hit, miss, and he hit 8 plus 7 to hit. That hits. So he hits the armored one for 12 piercing damage, but because he doesn't have a magic weapon, that is just halved to 6. All right, Talindra, it's your turn.
Is there a everyone's kind of surrounding these guys now, right? There's not
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay. I
And
kind of don't want
they're 10 feet away. And also,
okay.
you get the sense any thunder spell might dislodge some of this rubble you guys are standing on.
Okay, yeah.
You do not want to get crushed by rubble.
Okay, since I don't want to use up any spells and I kind of want to try out my new item, I'll go up and I'll stab it with my
Which
rapier.
one? The noble ghost or the armored ghost?
I will go to the noble ghost.
Okay, go for it. With your moonlight rapier.
My moonlight rapier.
So just shedding moonlight out from it. Just...
Mm-hmm. And that's a 10, so.
Misses. Just kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of like shifts its form a little bit.
But it's a rapier, right? So can I, with my dagger, can I do a?
Yeah. If you have two-hand fighting, you can use your bonus action to attack with the dagger.
I think I do. I don't know where I would check that.
Bonus actions.
Yeah, everyone does, as long as you.
Yeah.
have-
Okay.
Go for it. You can swing with your dagger.
Come on. 8.
Misses, unfortunately. Just
That was a waste of
some of
time.
that weird
There you go.
upwards rain just kind of gets in your nose and face. And
Yeah,
just,
I'm not used to this. I'm not used to
weird.
using weapons.
All right, that brings us to the noble spirit, who's going to, and while screaming and holding its own head, it's going to put its hand into your chest, Talindra, and attempt to do life drain for a 23 to hit, 19 plus 4.
Well, yeah, that hits.
You take, not a lot, you take 4 necrotic damage,
Okay.
and you can make a constitution saving throw.
Okay. That's a 17.
Succeeds. Your hit point maximum is not reduced until you finish a long rest, so you're fine. That brings us to the other spirit, who kind of causes the helmet that it's wearing to shift away, and it reveals this rotting face and lets out this scream as its jaw stretches downwards 10 feet to the ground. I need everyone to make wisdom saving throws. This is not a magical effect, so no advantage for grapple. Everyone make wisdom saves.
This isn't a charm.
No, everyone make wisdom saves.
Wisdom save. All right.
Varen fails, I believe. Yep, Varen fails, so he is frightened.
Dirty 20.
Succeeds.
12.
That succeeds. So, Lindak, you're immune to that for 24 hours. Enak, what'd you get?
A 12.
You're frightened for 1 minute. Gravel, what'd you get?
Gravel's frightened.
What'd you get?
6.
Gravel, you're frightened and you also age. Gravel, you age 40 years. 30. 1d4 times 10, you age 30 years. And you're frightened. Talindra, what'd you get?
6.
You are also frightened for a minute, and you age 10 years.
Okay. Well, I'm an elf, so that's not that bad.
And Varen is frightened, but he does not age. That can be
Sorry,
restored.
how much damage did you say it was?
No
I'm
damage.
so-
No damage. You're just
No
frightened
damage. Right?
and aged 10 years. That can be cured with a greater restoration.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys see Gravel just like aged 30 years.
Crap.
I'm 55.
How long do gnomes live?
I
while.
think a pretty good.
Because if
amount
this
of
ages
time.
you to death, you die. And if you die from old age, you can't be resurrected.
Yeah.
Luckily, I'm an elf, so I can go on for
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Are you a half elf or a normal elf?
I am a full elf.
And yeah, you can go on for a long
You
time.
could go do this all day.
Wow. Wow.
Maybe not
Enoch
recommended.
can go human age. So can Lindak.
I'm a young elf.
Gnome. Gravel's got about between 350 to 500 years old, so Gravel's fine. You don't even notice the aging, really.
I mean,
That's the ghost. Does the ghost recharge that?
my knees
Oh wait,
acting up at this
sorry.
point.
That's
What's
that.
going
These got
on?
acted
That's
silly.
not a recharge ability. Never mind. Just can do that. Lindak. Gravel just Gravel. You can see Gravel kind of like look a little different. 30 years
Little-
different. Not like
Get a little grayer.
not really. No, gnomes can live 500 years, so it's really not
Yeah.
even noticeable.
Wouldn't hardly notice that. Okay, so I got two ghosts and they're 10
Yep.
feet away from me.
One can age people. The other one can drain people's life.
Okay. Manifest Echo right behind them.
Which one?
Or let's start with
'Cause,
the noble. If
'cause,
everybody's hitting the
'cause-
noble. Let's get,
Because Varen's echo is behind the noble.
okay. Okay, behind the Aurora Watch.
Okay, your echo appears behind it.
50 plus 21 to hit.
And what are you attacking with?
My sword.
Okay, so it hits and it resists the damage.
Mhm.
And you're attacking. Which one are you
10
attacking?
plus
The
13. The Aurora Watch soldier guy.
okay, so 13 to take 6.
6 damage.
Just and then your echo.
And we'll do it. And we'll do it again.
Okay.
12 to hit.
The same one, the armored one.
Yep, yep.
Yep, hits. Roll damage.
11, so 5.
5. Yep. All right. Now your turn. So, yeah, Lindak, you're the only one that's immune to that horrifying visage. Cool. Gravel, it's your turn. You are frightened for 1 minute.
Yeah, which one am I frightened of?
The
No.
armored one.
All right.
Oh, right.
Uh,
yeah,
And they're both side by side. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to, being not really liking how that one looks, I'm going to try and position myself to be hiding behind someone so that I don't see it.
Index still there.
Yeah. You wouldn't be able to hide behind anybody really.
Can I use someone to block the vision is what I mean? I'm not trying to
Yeah,
hide
yeah,
behind
but
someone.
if
I
you-
just want
yeah,
to use them to
yeah,
block the
yeah,
vision,
yeah.
essentially.
But
Because it's like really freaking me out.
but
I
if you
can't
want to look at
focus.
the other ghosts because they're side by side, it would become in your line of vision for attacks and stuff because they're side by side.
They're what?
They're side by side, so if you want to try to attack the other one, you would have to have the other one in your line of sight for frightened. So you can hide for
Oh,
sure,
okay.
but
I'm not gonna do anything.
yeah, because they're
I think
side by
I think I
side.
can try to.
You can still
yeah,
attack
that's
just
not
with
gonna-
disadvantage,
Yeah. Which means
and you
yeah.
can't willingly move closer.
yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna not move.
Okay,
I'm just gonna stand there.
sure.
And try to cancel out disadvantage,
Okay.
steal myself,
Mhm.
and do a shot on one of these guys.
Sure.
The one that looks the most wispy, I guess.
Okay. So what are you doing? You use a bonus action? Steady aim? What are
Yeah.
you doing? Okay. So just straight attack roll. And yeah, no sneak attack because they're side by side. So you're going for the armored.
Well, that wouldn't be the reason, but yeah.
You're going for the armored one then.
Okay, yeah.
'Cause it's the most wispy.
So 16 to hit.
With the bow, hits.
All right.
But it's just a normal arrow this time.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Yep. That bonus action only charges one arrow and you've already shot it, so. Just a normal arrow. It says you touch.
Oh.
You do it to the next arrow you shoot. So you do it as a bonus action to put it on one
Single
arrow.
arrow
Yep.
stored in the quiver for the next minute.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a normal arrow.
Fuck. Never mind then. Okay. I rolled a 6, 10, so 5 damage.
5
I guess.
damage. Yep. It's more wispy now. It's in single digits. Just passes through it though, 'cause it's a ghost,
That's my turn.
and into the crater. Okay. Enak.
Okay,
You're frightened,
yeah.
so you have disadvantage on attack rolls. Oh, Gravel. Roll me a wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Oh,
That's
cool.
all right.
15.
15 succeeds. You're no longer frightened, but you are not. Yep. You are immune to it now, but you're no longer frightened. At the end of your turn. So yeah, Enoch, you're frightened. Your turn.
All right.
You're in front of the armored ghost, I believe.
That's not good. Oh wait, I have a +7 now.
Yeah.
A 12.
Against the armored one,
Yes.
that hits.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, that's really not that great a damage. 8.
Did you roll? Did you roll the extra D8 as well?
I did.
All right, it's still standing with 1 hit point.
Fuck you.
Anything else?
Ooh, he's just gonna like.
You've already used your action surge for the day too.
I got it back with my short rest.
That's right.
No, he's not gonna do that though. He has bigger fish
Wait.
to fry.
You get action surges back with a short rest.
Action surge and support superiority die come back with support rest. Yep.
Thank you for letting me know for reasons
I
not
got-
known.
I got that too.
All right,
Yeah.
wisdom saving throw, Enoch, to see if you can break out of this frightenedness.
Okay. 16.
Yep, you're no longer frightened.
Okay.
That brings it to Varen, who is his echo's going to attack the armored one with disadvantage. No, because echoes can't be frightened. Your echo can't be frightened because it's not real. Misses. Then Varen's attack on the armored one with disadvantage fucking misses. Oh wait, hold on. 5 plus 7. 12. Just hit. Actually, no, he does hit the armored one. So he scatters it, and it's gone. Cool. That's his turn. Oh, wisdom save to see if he breaks out of frightened. He does. Talindra, it's your turn. You are not. You are frightened, yes. But the creature that caused the frightenedness is gone, so you're no longer frightened because it's gone. It's dead. So it's just the one spirit left, the noble spirit.
Was that the one that I attacked?
Yeah, the one you're standing right in front of.
It's gone.
No. The one that made everybody frightened is gone. The armored one.
Okay.
The noble one is still up, right in front of you.
So I'm okay. If I cast a spell.
Cast a smell.
if I cast a spell, I get an attack of opportunity. Yeah, if I'm within range.
No.
No. Oh, I thought that was a thing. Okay, then I will do that. I'm gonna cast a Tasha's Hideous Laughter on it.
Okay, as you cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter, roll me a D100, please. Roll me
Okay.
percentile dice. As you are in a crater full of wild magic.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Hooray!
That's cool. Unicorn, come on.
I rolled 100.
Okay, give me
Whoa.
1 second. I have to pull this. So I'll still do this for the spell. Wisdom save, that's a 6. So roll damage first.
There's no damage. It just falls prone and is laughing.
Oh, it's a spirit. It can't fall prone. So it's incapacitated, but it's not prone.
Okay, well it's still laughing. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Just-
that's creepy.
You just can't fall
That's
prone.
super creepy.
You got a 100?
Yeah.
Okay. For one, as you cast a spell, a copy of you appears beside you. You control this duplicate. It takes actions independently, but shares your initiative, health pool, and spell slots. Any resources expended by that duplicate is also expended for you. So, after your turn, you can control your duplicate to do the same thing, basically. But it shares your same stuff: health, spells that you've used, everything. So basically, there's another. For 1 minute, there's a duplicate Talindra on the battlefield. So, that's your action.
Okay.
Any bonus actions?
I'm a little confused about how this duplicate thing works. Does that mean I basically have like 2 turns?
Essentially, yeah. You're basically controlling the duplicate at the end of your turn.
Okay, but I would still like, if I did another Tasha, it would like still cast another spell slot, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your duplicate gets its whole turn, so your duplicate can cast spells too.
Okay, but it would all like add up. Like it's not like we each have our own number of spell slots, right? It's not like I double my spell slots.
You share your spell slots together. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, just wanted to make sure.
But it has its own. It has 32 hit points because that's what you have.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just thinking what I could do for a bonus action.
It's like having 2 turns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to have a second turn. Now I have to like rethink. I think I'm gonna not take my bonus action, and I'm gonna have my other guy use the sword on.
Make an attack roll. Same stats as you, same abilities, everything. So just roll a d20 and add the modifier.
Okay.
Which
That's
one is
better
the
than I
real
had before.
Talindra, guys?
You can tell one's kind of like
They both
shimmery and
are.
It was an 18 to hit.
18 hits, roll damage.
Time.
We have to have another.
Oh
battle
wait,
out
hang
of
on.
it
I
after
didn't put my new dagger. I'm just gonna make
the
sure.
only one.
One moment.
So you attack with the rapier. So roll damage for the rapier.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just because it's the new rapier. I'm just making sure it's
Equipped and everything.
equipped. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just forgot to do that. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Oh, it's the same damage anyway. That's 9 damage.
Nice. And because it's a magic weapon, it does not get resistant to it. Cool. So you just slash through anything. That's your duplicate's action. Any bonus actions for your duplicate? Your duplicate can also cast bonus action spells if you want.
Yeah, I'm just a little
If you
cautious
have
of wanting to use up my bardic stuff. I'm going to. It's looking pretty bad, right? This guy.
Not really.
This one's not. Okay.
That's the first hit on it.
Why don't I inspire?
Oh, who'd we lose?
Lost gravel.
Yeah.
I'll inspire Lindak's friend. How about that?
Okay, so Varen has bardic inspiration. Okay.
That's all I do.
I'm gonna rearrange the chat windows then, because don't know what's happening. I don't have time to rearrange the chat windows. This game needs to end soon. All right, cool. That'll bring us to the noble ghost who's gonna try to life drain you again. Nope. Misses. Lindak.
Tack.
Yep. So you and your echo move over to the different ghost.
Yep. It's a nat 20.
Hits.
12 damage.
Just a half 6.
What else do I get for nat 20 on an attack?
Double damage, that's it.
Double. Okay, well then 18 damage.
Well, you roll your damage dice. Yeah, you roll
Twice?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, another 9. Yeah.
So-
Nope, sorry, that's a 6.
So,
Plus 3 is 9. Yeah, sorry, 9
So
again.
4 damage. Okay, this one's looking real bad.
And then attack again. 15 plus,
Hits.
so 21.
Roll damage.
That's 9 plus 3, 12 damage.
All
so
right.
it's
It also goes away.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Fired you.
Gravel
that was with
Gravel
my
lost his
echo.
internet, so
That was with my echo, so my echo is still up.
yeah. But there's also there's no more ghosts. So that's the end of the combat encounter.
My echo's staying up,
Okay. They
so
disappear.
I don't have to call it again.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The ghosts disappear. So
Do I get a sense of how long I have my double for?
they disappear after a minute. So once you start moving down the thing, they are gone again.
Okay.
But Varen's like, everyone looks okay. Everyone fine.
I feel all right.
Okay.
I'm good.
So,
All right. Well, we should keep going. And yeah, so with all the ghosts dead, Varen's like, okay, let's keep going. And starts trudging
Lin-
along.
following along.
Okay.
Lindak goes his echo beside him.
Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. So
Would,
spirits are dead.
did Gravel have a turn before that?
Nope, all spirits are gone.
Okay.
So, moving past the flower that birthed the ghosts, Varen proceeds forward and just says, everyone's okay. I don't have time to rest. The queen could be down here.
Let's go.
And
Let's go. Gravel, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. And he says into your head, wasn't this guy saying that he'd be fine waiting until tomorrow?
I told you.
he did, but the DM had a slip of the mouth, so it was the DM wanting to give you guys a long rest because what's coming is really bad. And he continues to scramble down more of this rough terrain, sliding down some steep rubble and dirt. Eventually, after, because it's all steep and shit, it takes about 3.5 hours. You guys eventually reach the bottom of the crater. You notice about 60 feet away, 2 massive hulking demons that resemble the 4-armed ones you saw in the fort earlier today. Standing between them is Zyn, who is standing over a figure pinned under some rubble. While most of the rubble around them has been lifted away from the person, the area is still treacherous and difficult to traverse, so still difficult terrain. The figure is barely breathing and appears heavily injured and clutching onto a dimly blinking Luxon beacon. The dying figure has waist-length white hair, turquoise eyes, wearing a warrior dress made of crystal and mithril chain, and a headdress of 3 white crystal-like ibex horns that curve back past her shoulders, and recognize it as Layla's Kryn, the Bright Queen.
My queen.
And as Zyn is standing over top of her dying body, that's where we're going to take a break, or end the session until next week.
Take a break for a week.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Zyn and 2 massive 4-armed demons. And the Bright Queen is making death saving throws. So,
Man.
that's what we're going to pick up next week.
So yeah, now it's actually gonna come to fruition. What I mentioned. You guys are gonna have to decide whether you're gonna attack him or do something to help her.
He's got plans and they're fun. He might just attack her too, so we'll see what happens.
Oh no.
He wants to destroy. He wants to destroy the religion. That's his whole purpose, from what you've
Such a
gathered.
charming fellow.
So we'll be back next week to pick up from there. Thanks for
When we
watching.
find out
everybody.
Lindak's gonna turn on everybody.
But we'll be back next week with that. See what happens in the crater of the lucid, where the lucid bastion once was, where every time you cast a spell, wild magic happens. So yeah.
Wild.
So we'll see you back here in about 20 minutes for Beneath the Tide. So good night, everybody.
Yeah. Bye.